Number 12, web businesses. There's opportunities here, and we'd like to get into various opportunities in terms of revenue models, types of sites, best practices, different business models that are available, and different ways to get traffic, whether it's search engine optimization or pay-per-click or whatever the case is. Lands and environment, obviously an important part of this site. We get into various aspects of screening forms, archaeology and anthropology, which is becoming more important, being used in land claims and to validate them, land tenure and other related items, samples, and when we get into statistics, number 14, we want to incorporate various databases into ACE. And these statistics would come from Statistics Canada, FINSI, the First Nations Statistical Institute, and this would be important for financial ratios, benchmarking for new businesses, and various best practices that could be used. We also have, in the past, we've had a link to the University of Windsor's website, which provides you a lot of private kind of database information not accessible to the public, which is quite valuable, and benchmarks, as we talked about. Training and employment, we're trying to encourage horizontality with others within a First Nation, so economic development, working with employment and training, which benefits everybody if people are working together and trying to go for one common goal instead of working in isolation. And this could be for youth, seniors, training, grants, and bursaries. We also want to include consultants, advisors, and various resources, which is a valuable part of ACE because it'll give us expertise in different areas. So this could be business planning consultants, comprehensive community planning, legal and accounting, business brokers, land use planning, EDOs, expertise, and so on. We also want to encourage EDOs working with EDOs and have a referral system. So in theory, someone in BC could work with somebody in Nova Scotia working towards common goals and sharing information. Financial statements in terms of analysis and creation of financial statements. Understanding First Nation financial statements, how to read for-profit statements, how to read not-for-profit statements, ratios and benchmarking that we talked about before, and what do funders require when you're going after money. This area would help us along so people know what to provide, and different learning tools that we're going to incorporate in different workshops that'll go into the video library. So some ACE tools for EDOs. These are actual usable tools that EDOs can use, whether it be for due diligence, if you're investigating an individual or a business you might want a joint venture with. There's business plan evaluation tools, financial analysis tools, different opportunity evaluation tools so you can identify different markets and opportunities out there. And also for joint venture partners to identify opportunities on a First Nation. There's also a bulletproof business series for various sectors of the economy, service, manufacturing, and so on, which would give you a good idea of what to look for in business plans. And statistics and ratios, as we talked about a bit before. Comprehensive community planning. We want to have a number of real CCP plans that EDOs can refer to and see how they're done, and we'll have videos explaining how they work, and resource documentation, and access to expertise. And this will be used for developing a whole wide range of things within the community in terms of economic development plans, leakage studies, land use plans, capital plans, and so on. Number 20, live streaming. We want to have the ability to, if people can't make an event for whatever reason, that there'll be some video access to events that they may not have been able to attend. For example, an ANSI information session. If someone can't make it live, they can either watch it live or watch it within the library later on. RPVAC meetings, various workshops, live announcements, and openings and celebrations. If something good is going on, a business just opened on a First Nation, this would be a great opportunity to highlight that. and other special events. And all of these would eventually end up in the library, which would grow over time. Training and capacity building, that's a big part of ACE, and a lot of that will be done in a workshop online environment. We have the platform of GoToMeeting right now, which we may or may not use. There's other alternatives out there that work quite well. And we also have access to about 900 college courses. If people are looking into accrediting something, then they have that opportunity as well. There'll be entrepreneur training courses, one for the EDOs to help with entrepreneurs, and also two for entrepreneurs to gain resources as well. And then there will be theme training based on the needs of EDOs. If there's a number of people or communities involved in building a restaurant, then we could design training around that. And also training around various technologies such as Excel and PowerPoint, whether you're a new person or you need some refreshers. And of course, we'll take special requests from members and try to implement those as much as possible. Another important area is facilitating common clusters, and this is EDOs working with EDOs. For example, if a few communities are working on a small business center or a heritage center, for example, then through ACE, through a facilitator, we could facilitate that process, make sure the project is moving along, EDOs can share information with each other, and so on. And this will be done online within ACE, depending upon the platform we use, and there's a number of platforms that are available. A big part of ACE is the live helpline, and what this is a designated number of hours per week. There'll be a live person on the end of ACE, so to speak, that can help EDOs with any questions they may have or any expertise they may need. So there's always a live person at the end of the phone. Corporate sponsors will be a big part of this. We think we need to add value for sponsors, and allowing them to present to the membership, allowing them to interact with the membership will help achieve that. And the sponsors will have all access to everything that all other members would have as well. And finally, number 25, other services. This is just a catch-all for the other things that we could include in here. For example, there'll be video series on how to use the site, newsletters. Perhaps we integrate an online store for communities who want to sell arts and crafts or whatever the case may be. And then a gold retreat. This is where we physically get together and once a year and get together with EDOs and other members of ACE to specifically work on projects and try to get things done face to face. And ACE could also be a future site for EDO training, certified EDO training.